Well, it's an ongoing fight for firefighters this morning to put out wildfires burning dangerously close to some of California's Sequoia National Park. That's home to the world's largest tree, the General Sherman tree.
And it is an extraordinary effort right now to protect it. Officials are wrapping it with a type of fire-resistant aluminum foil. Believe it or not, that is a lot of foil. And to tell us more about how this works, let's bring in Dr. Joanna Nelson from the Save the Redwoods League. First of all, Doctor, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Last year, there was a tremendous loss of giant sequoia trees due to the wildfires. Are you more concerned about the fires this year, and how do they compare?
Thank you so much, and good morning, Paul and Molly. And we're concerned about the fires every year. These fires are shaping up to be just as big as last year. And before this year, in fact, in the last 6 years, we've had 4 of the biggest fires. These large fires just keep getting more and more frequent. And first, I'd like to thank all the firefighters and first responders who are out there working so hard.
So again, this is a national treasure here. So how are you preparing? What materials and resources are being used to fight the fire and prepare for this approaching some of these famous trees?
Right. So in Sequoia National Park with the National Park Service, they're in full suppression mode. They're removing fuels and protecting these iconic monarch trees. So those are the large mature sequoias with structural wrap. That's the aluminum insulation that you just described. So they have all efforts on this protection.
So we want to talk about that aluminum foil for a minute to wrap up some of these trees. How effective is that, and where does all of that foil come from? Because it takes a lot.
That's a great question. So the foil, it's also insulation. It tends to be very effective. It can be used on structures such as buildings. It's being used on the trees, and it's protecting. It's as if we're giving these sequoia trees extra insulation. So their bark is up to 2 feet thick. It gives them fire insulation, and this is giving them some more to protect the growth layer under the bark and help these trees live.
And these trees are very, very old. So, I mean, what do you want our viewers to take away from the efforts that you and others are doing to help save these trees?
I want viewers to understand that people are working hard all year round. So scientists, community members, and people doing land care and land stewardship, including indigenous cultural practitioners. So it's not that we were surprised by this year's fire. We know that we're in a 20+ year drought. So people have been doing fuel reduction, restoration thinning, prescribed burning, cultural burning, which is carried out by indigenous practitioners. And this is a culmination. So here comes the fires again. We just have to deal with these things coming faster and faster. And I want viewers to know that this is climate disruption. This is climate change with warming and drying land temperatures and air temperatures.
Well, Dr. Joanna Nelson, thank you so much for joining us this morning and for your time today. We really appreciate it.